Hey everyone, welcome to Prosperous Life Finance, where I help educate you in becoming a better trader and investor. In this video, I want to show you guys the top mistakes to avoid as a stock market investor. Now, while this is aimed towards beginners, these are all lessons which we can all learn from, no matter on your skill level, whether you are a beginner or an experienced investor. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the very first mistake which you should avoid is to never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Now here we're looking at the S&P 500 index, which tracks the performance of 500 large companies which are listed on stock exchanges in the United States. So as you can see, no matter how well an economy does over time, you do have these small pullbacks which investors and day traders lose a lot of money from. So one thing to know is that within the stock market, there are multiple companies which you can invest in, which include companies such as small caps, mid caps, and large caps. Now what this means is that obviously the smaller the company, the more riskier it is due to the fact that it is more prone to things such as bankruptcy and obviously being dominated by other competitors. So once again, never invest money that you cannot afford to lose, because with investing, you do have opportunities to make lots of money, but you do also have opportunities to lose a lot of money. So that is one thing to keep in mind. So the number two mistake, which should be addressed, is not following your own game plan. You should always follow your game plan, whether you are a day trader or a long-term investor. So what do I mean by that? That means that you should have proper risk management and stop losses depending on your initial positions. So let's go ahead and say that you are a swing trader, which means that you hold stocks for a few weeks. So if you buy your stock on February 14th of 2020 and held it for a few weeks, you do see how it dramatically did decrease over the weeks as the pandemic was hitting. Now obviously as a swing trader, you do have risk management and proper tools in order to assess your risk. The thing that is important about your game plan is due to the fact that if you kept on holding to this stock for longer than you initially intended to, you would have lost a lot more money. So that is one very important thing. This is also the same for a long-term investor. So once again, we're using Apple as an example. If you were a long-term investor and were to invest, let's say $126 in 2015, your investment would be worth $352 as of today. Now, the reason I say to stick to your game plan is due to the fact that over the years, there have been a few dips here and there. So once again, let's say you were a long-term investor with a large investment time horizon, and you did see your stock falling during February and started to sell off. Not only would you have cut off your profits, but since you were not following your game plan, you were actually missing out on full recovery a few months after. So this just goes to show you the power of sticking to your own game plan and strategies, whether you are a day trader, a swing trader, or a long-term investor. So another mistake which you should avoid is not having proper risk management and stop losses. So the reason I bring this up is that each individual stock does come with a different market capitalization. So according to Zacks, we do see how a small cap stock is actually going to be worth 200 million to 2 billion, and a large cap stock is going to be worth over 10 billion. Now, the reason I bring this up is due to the fact that each company comes with its own risk and volatility. So let's say, for example, a small cap company is a lot more prone to go out of business than a large cap company due to its size. So let's just say that you were investing heavily in a small cap company, and depending on your investment strategy, you do see that you do keep losing money. So once again, let's say you are a swing trader or a long-term investor and you do keep losing money, and then your strategy is telling you to exit, you have to exit the trade at a loss. One thing to know as investors, day traders, and swing traders is that you have to know when you have taken a loss and just accept it and move on. This is a very important topic because not only has this helped me over my years of investments, but it has actually helped others in creating consistently profitable trades and investments. So that is one thing that I want to talk about. And once again, that is to keep proper risk management and stop losses in order to know when to enter and exit your trade or investment. One of the most important mistakes which you should avoid very, very early on in your investment or trading journey is to know how to properly apply trading and investing psychology. Now, the reason for this is that there are two human emotions that drive sentiment and will definitely affect the way you look at investments, and this is fear and greed. Just like I showed you guys earlier, if you had a long-term horizon and actually sold your stock shorter than that, you would have missed out on potential profits. And same as if you were a swing trader. Let's say that you did not follow your strategy due to greed and wanting the stock to just magically go up, you would have also lost money. So the things that you have to master is both fear and greed, which means knowing when to exit, whether you take a loss or a win, and knowing when to enter a trade as well. So a great thing to know is that you should never invest on emotion, but rather on factual data and market logic, depending on your personal investment strategy. So this is another important topic which you guys should be familiar with, especially as a beginner investor. Now, the last mistake that you guys should avoid is not conducting fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Now, with fundamental analysis is simply looking at the numbers when it comes to the company and business which you're investing in. So this includes things such as the market cap, which is what the company is valued at, the PE ratio, and the earnings per share, which are valuation metrics to show how the company is performing. Another thing to also look at is their financials, and that is to look at things such as the income statement, the balance sheet, and the cash flow, so you can have a better idea of how the business has been performing and allow you to create better investment strategies based on their future predictions with your own analysis. So that is fundamental analysis. Now, while this is not a requirement, I believe that technical analysis is also something which you should take a look at. Now, the great thing about Yahoo Finance is that you're able to look at the stock and how it's performed over time, and even add different sorts of indicators to get a better idea of the price action. Now, with technical analysis, you basically analyze past historical data in order to try to predict the future performance of this stock. Now, once again, while this is not a requirement, I think that it is great for any investor due to the fact that it will give you a better idea of their price action and where it's heading to, and will allow you to spot trends early on to better base your investment strategies. Now, the great thing is that all of these mistakes can actually be avoided with proper discipline and practice. These are all mistakes which every investor, day trader, or swing trader will actually incur at least once in their trading journey for multiple reasons. But with this video, my goal was to teach all of you guys how to avoid all of these mistakes, whether you are a beginner or experienced trader. So if you did find value in this content, I would appreciate if you would drop a like on this video, as it does help my channel out. And if you guys would be interested in more videos just like this, check out my YouTube channel. I have other videos showing you guys how to invest and day trade. More tutorials will be coming out, so be sure to be subscribed so that you guys are notified whenever I do upload new videos. So thank you all for watching. God bless you all, and I will see you guys in the next video.